actually dealing with science education, and of course, we are science educators. So, what is science education? Education, what is its aim? So, the aim of science education is to provide learners with basic knowledge and skills. Actually, this is the main aim. But what I'm highlighting there is actually the definition of science. That science is both knowledge and a process. Okay? So this is the aim of science education. So we are developing our students in this terms. Like for example, we have to help them construct ideas, which we call knowledge. And we have to help them develop the skills, which we call the science process skills. Why? What's the reason? Because we want them to understand why things exist the way they are. Why? Why they have to know these things? Okay. So these are the things, these are the ideas that we are giving to our students inside the classroom. So let's take for example this one. What do you see? Can you say anything? Of course, yes. So what do you see? I am now exercising inquiry base. What do you see? What I'm doing here, I'm asking a question. What do you see? What skill I am drawing out from you now? Observation skill. So what do you see? Okay, so we see some many things there, but predominantly we can see those living things there, which we call the group of fungi. So fungi, this is a big group of organisms, very big. So it says here, despite the differences in the body forms of each of these fungi are heterotrophs that acquire their nutrients by absorption. Okay. They produce enzymes that breaks the macromolecules into smaller forms, which we call nutrient molecules, and then absorb into your cells. Now, in the K-12 grade 7, the materials there, it says there that other organisms, we study living things, plants and animals and other living things, which cannot be seen with our naked eye. Now, one of those groups is a group of fungi. So my question below, fungi ba ay plants or animals?
Neither.
Neither what?
Plants nor animals.
Neither plants?
Nor animals.
Animals. So ano sila?
Fungi.
They are fungi. Good. I like your answer. They are fungi. And that's the correct answer. They are fungi. So fungi actually, they behave like plants. But basically, they possess the characteristics of animals. In what way?
Heterotrophs. They are heterotrophic.
In what way?
They are heterotrophic. They depend on others.
Isa-isahin natin. In teaching science, like particularly in life sciences, with this life science, lalo sa elementary, the structures and functions of the structures, right? Yun ang tinuturo natin sa estudyante natin. So, ang structures, when we say structures, the parts, we call it parts and function. Maraming terms, pero isa nang ibig sabihin. Pag higher biology, sinasabi natin, anatomy and physiology. Pero actually, ang ibig sabihin natin, parts and functions. Now, habang tumataas ang grade level, nag-installated ang terminologies natin. Kaya doon, nakikita yung spiraling o progression of the topic. Pero isa lang yun. Like for example, plants make their own food in order to survive. Yun yung sinasabi sa grade 4. Habang tumataas ang grade level, may dinadagdag tayo components ng physics, components of chemistry, and mathematics. So yun yung tinatawag ng spiraling progression. Like for example, at grade 4, we say that plants make their own food in order to survive. So pagdating doon sa grade level 6, sasabihin natin na plants, they need sunlight, they need water, and carbon dioxide. Parang kinukumpleto na natin doon ang mga requirements. Pagdating sa grade 7, sinasabi natin dito na because of sunlight, plants able to make their own food. So we call that process photosynthesis. Up to that point na. Pagdating sa grade 8, that photosynthesis still dinigiven pa yun ng idea. Pagdating sa grade 9, what really happens during photosynthesis? Kasi doon pala inaaral sa chemistry ang word molecule. So we have to go with the chemistry. Pag sinabi natin kung chemical reaction, the requirements of plants to make food, water and carbon dioxide. So we talk about molecules of water, we talk about molecules of carbon dioxide, and the idea of molecules is being taken doon sa chemistry at the same grade level. So in this case, so pag pumasok tayo sa biology, the word molecule can be understood by the students in biology. So we teach the concept together. Hindi kailangan na nawawala ng expertise, no. Mas lalo na nadidikan ang expertise ng teachers kapag alam natin ito lahat. Okay, no, I will not go into that. Let me go back here. So, there are different kinds of fungi. We have those fungi in the form of what we call moldy appearance in molds. And then, may fungi na ganito. May fungi na ganito. This is Saccharomyces yeast. May fungi na ganito rin. Okay?
Agaricus.
Ano sila? Bakit ko sila sinasabi they behave like animals? Pag inaral natin ang cell nila, yung may cell, plants have cell wall, right? Pero ang fungi, may cell wall din ang cells nila, pero may kaibahan. Ang cell wall ng fungi, may chitin. Ang cell wall ng plants, may cellulose. So pag cellulosic cell wall yan, that refers to the plant. Pag chitinous, pag chitin, dapat sa animals lang yan. And examples do, yung skin or yung outer shell ng script. Those are chitinous substances yun. Tigas yan. Yung crabs, chitin yun. So that means, ang fungi, they have the characteristics of being animals also. And then, why hindi sila nakapasa sa requirements to be called plant? They are not photosynthetic. And then, why they behave like animals? Because their digestion starts outside the cell. They secrete enzymes. Enzymes secreted by fungi growing on a loaf of bread digest and process starch into glucose molecule which the fungal cells absorb. Ibig sabihin, they produce enzymes na i-break down yan, ibugan na doon sa food substrate niya. Tapos para mag-break down, pag na-break down, magiging sugi, saan na hipupin. So, the same thing we are doing also. When we eat food, anong ginagawa natin? Sinachop natin, kinakat natin, lulutuin natin, umuyain, tapos tigarin natin. Hindi naman ginagawa ng plants yan, di ba? Oh, yun. Then, there are fungi also produce enzymes that digest cellulose and lignin, the major structural components of plants. Consequently, they are essential for decomposure in most ecosystems. That's why they are called decomposers. Decompose means to break down, and that's what digestion means, about to break down. Kaya decomposer din tayo kasi biro man buong ano nang kinain natin. Whatever kinain natin, buo yan, nanguyain, tapos i-break down. So, nadi-decompose mo. Bago pumasok sa cells natin. But we don't use the word decomposers na yung naman. We use digester natin. Okay. Then, hindi ko na talaga. Ito yung structural ng chitin sa wall. Nandito yung chitin, which cannot be found in the cells of plants. Ito yung ang cellulose ng plants. Ang basic structural component na ay glucose. So, it's a product of photosynthesis. Okay. So, I just get this abstract from the journal that chitin is the second most abundant natural biopolymers and the main structural component of invertebrates and exoskeletons and cell wall of filamentous fungi. Gusto ko na ipaalam sa inyo, ito yung evidence na sinasabi ko that fungi may not be plants, may not be animals, but fungi have the characteristics of both group of living things. And then, the feeding structure of fungus are network of thread-like filamentous called hyphae. high-fat branches repeatedly as they grow, forming a mass known as mycelium. I-refresh or recall ko lang sinabi kanina ni Sir, kanina yung lighting relationship. Sa soil natin, may ganito na yun. What we call it, mycelium. And during summer, tulog yan sila, nag-hibernate yan. Kaya pag dumating yung rainy days, tapos pag tumiglan, ipisin yan sila. Kasi itiglan na yun. Lighting fixed nitrogen in the atmosphere in a form of nitrites. Pag nahulog yan sa tuba, ito-consume sila ng microorganism, and then ang byproduct of this nitrates, which is actually food for the fungi, basically. And then, tutubo yung mushroom. Now, a mushroom is not an individual organism. It's an aggregate of mycelial aggregates. Yeah. And it's actually the fruiting body of that organism, which we call fungi, mushroom. Ganyan ang itsura na. Okay? From spelling ito, mycelium yan. So, ito siya na-confuse. Pag may nitrate siya, tutubo siya in 12 hours lang. Eh, kinabukasan na yung mushroom mabilis. Okay. Now, multi-nucleated sa maraming cells sa isang, maraming nucleus sa isang cell. Yun ang characteristics ng fungi. And then, fungi, once they have already poured off the enzymes on the substrate, magiging vehicle, how they distribute the nutrients sa dinami-dami na yun na filaments na yan. Tayo, sa human beings, we have the circulatory systems where in the blood carries the food nutrients to different parts. Sila, ito yung nangyayari sa cells nila. Nagtatravel din. So, may ano sila tinatawag sa tape dito, para ma-distribute ang food nutrients. Okay? Wala ito sa textbooks niyo. Pero mga experts sa fungi, alam nila yan. I took this from a friend, phytologists. Okay. Now, other organisms, we have this one, the amoeba, we have the hydra, and the stentor, and the anabaena. May mga functions yan na why they exist that way? Okay, ang sabi ng adaptation, they exist that way because yun the way they get their nutrients in order to survive. Hindi na ako mag-explain ng todo dito. Okay, other one is marine algae. I think familiar with some Mindanao. Okay, this is my own original pictures sa pagdugod. So, algae actually, they look like plants, but they have not passed the requirements being a plant also. But they are photosynthetic. Ang plants kasi, mayroong true roots, leaves, and stems. Sila wala. So, another group sila, primitive organisms sila. Bakit kailangan maglalaman ito ng estudyante namin? Kasi from here, we can derive products also. From here, they have a big role in our ecosystem. Na basically, we should learn those things. Pero pag pumunta tayo sa beaches, tinatadyakan natin, ginaganon natin, tapos hindi natin, we ignore them. But malaking impact yan sa ating role nila sa ecosystem. Then, when I went to Japan last year, actually, I found two types of pine trees there. We have, the Japanese call it the red pine trees and the black pine trees. Itong red pine trees, existing only in Hiroshima area. Particularly, mas marami sa campus ng Hiroshima University. Then, itong red pine trees, doon yung marami makikita sa artificial island ng Tokyo. Yung artificial island, yung building mo, man-made island. Okay, now, bakit black? When I went there last year, I discussed with my professor, bakit black ito sa respect? Sabi niya, good question. You are now making an inquiry. So, the characteristics of black pine trees, kailangan niya ng high salt concentration, kaya doon siya tumutubo sa along the shore ng Tokyo area. Kasi part of the Tokyo area, actually, artificial island nila, formerly sea yan. Tinambakan nila na tinambakan hanggang ng island. So, doon na try to classify trees. And these are the giant, I call it, not the miniaturized plants,
Bonsai.
Bonsai. And this actually, ito itong isa, mga 300 years old na siya. These are bonsai. Pero malalaki precisely. Then it trains that to. And then, the pine trees in Hiroshima, red yan sila, dahil nga sa soil din, sa characteristics ng soil. And then they could not thrive in an area na mataas ang salt concentration. That's why they exist the way they are according to the environment, according to the nutrients they get, and according to everything, the conditions that supports their life. So, bakit kailangan na ito ng mga bata? Kasi sa pag-construct namin ng curriculum, science framework niya, palagi namin iniisip, at every grade level, if the students cannot continue schooling, how this student or learner be able to survive? Eh, yung purpose ng K-12 framework natin, the question is, pag natapos yung grade 6, ayaw niya mag-continue dahil wala ng pera, gutom sila. Ano ang pwede niyang magawa sa buhay niya na ikabubuhay niya? Yun yung idea ng K-12 natin. Na dapat, we teachers should be aware about this. Na kami nag-building kami sa NISMED. Pag binigyan namin ng lecture ng bata, tapos at the end of the lecture, wala siya may magagawa sa buhay. Nakakahiliti. We are not concerned about all those information na isalaksak sa utak na, but they should know how to use that information in order to survive. Okay, now, when I went to Bandung is southwest of Java, Indonesia, may active volcano called Tangkuban Parahu. Okay, Tangkuban. So, this Tangkuban Parahu, the name of it, at this time, yung picture ko siya, highly active siya and about to explode, gano'n. Pero ito siya lahat. Dito pa, nakikita ko boiling lahat. Talaga nag-boil siya. And then I found out that the vegetation around the volcano, this is the mouth of the volcano. Iisang klaseng, sorry, the solution is not so good. Iisang klaseng vegetation lang doon nag-exists. At siya lang ang pwede tumubo doon. So it became again to my bakit? And that is what we call adaptation. Adapted sila to that kind of environment. Okay. So, ito na nga, sperm cells. Actually, isa sa mga picture dyan, picture ng sperm ko. Kasi, specialization ko spermatogenesis. Okay. Pero I focus on the sperm, but I started my study of sperm, human sperm. Of course, sperm yung inaral ko, hindi naman sperm yung tao. Okay, so,
Sa
my
Facebook
observation
this is a picture of
this is not
many
yet
years
a
ago.
conclusive observation.
Isang sperm.
Yung, I subjected myself to cigarette smoke for 3 weeks. Then I examined my sperm cells. It turned out na nakaka-affect siya sa morphological aspect ng sperm. Kaya nag-abnormal. So may 2 heads, 1 tail, 1 head, 2 tails. Ito yun ang mga sperm na hindi makakabuntis. Mayroon sa malaking head, may ang buntod, mayroon naman naliit ang head. Pag smoker ka, makikita na lahat. So, I was able to come up with an assumption that cigarette smoking could affect morphology of sperm cells. And then, kapag naging abnormal ng morphology, hindi ka makaka-release. Pero please don't take this as final conclusion. This is just only a preliminary observation. I mean, at Hiroshima University. And I stopped my observation because in Japan, if you are going to conduct an experiment or a study involving any parts of human body, you have to ask permission from the Ministry of Justice. So, ganun sila kahigpit. So I stopped. I shifted my focus to plant sperm cells. So, it's quite enjoy naman yun. Okay. Ganda ng sperm nila. Okay. Going back here, so that's the meaning of this. Why these things exist the way they are. Okay. Now, second, science is a way of understanding how things in our world exist today, how they existed in the past, and what they will become in the future. When we teach things, it's also nice to know ano bang historical background. Like for example, if you are conducting an investigation, like for example, may criminality happened there, may pinatay. Ang soko, aalagin nila o akin nila yung previous events bago mag-conclude. So, they need more information from the past, present. And when they make conclusion, they have information. Okay, now, I'll give you an example. What I'm doing, I show you big pictures because I am a typical visual learner. Bigyan niyo ako ng tests, written test, hindi ako makakasama-sama. Give me objects and ask questions. I will explain a lot of things. Yan ang characteristics ng visual learner. Kaya sa mga entrance examination, hindi ako makakapasa. And hindi ko kinakaya. That's the reality of me. Okay. Now, are you familiar with this? Of course, yes, or not. So, at elementary level in high school, we studied the parts of the plants, okay? We studied the leaf, the stem, the flower. Flower serves as the organ of reproduction. Now, of course, all of us here have seen the real corn plants. Di ba may sa dulo yun ang flower nila? Tapos yung corn ear, yun ang mga. Kasi ang typical flower natin, nandoon na lahat sa isang flower sa kanila separate. Okay.
Separate and
So, actually, ano ang pinanggalingan ng corn plant? Ano ang ancestor niya? Okay. According to Darwin, ito yun ang itsura ng ancestor. I don't know how to pronounce this word. Forgive me. I do not know how to pronounce this. Teosente. I pronounce it Teosente. Spanish pronunciation because this is actually a plant from Mexico. So, ito yung upper part, ito yung male part, and this is the female part. Okay? Now, along the way, as years go by, nagbabago siya, nag-change siya ng characteristics niya until nagkaroon ng modern corn. Okay? Pero hanggang ngayon, itong Teosente na ito, nag-exist pa sa Mexico. Ito yung tsura na. So ito yung flower niya, yung male flower, and this is the female flower. So nahulog ang pollens niyan, sinasalot hanggang sa fertilized egg. Okay. So, ito ngayon ang modern corn natin. Ang modern corn natin, same thing also. Ito yung corn ear, ito yung flower. Okay? Now, we have learned the historical background of corn. And we have learned also the modern appearance of corn, the present appearance of corn. Now, farmers, yung corn farmer dito, producer, ang problema ng farmer ngayon, yung corn borer, kinakain. How do these corn borers destroy corn? Ito. Binubutasan ng gitna. Nakain na, so nasisira ang corn. So ito yung affects the corn industries natin. So, scientists, biologists, geneticists, they sat down and then think about how to control this invasive caterpillar of this insect. Until they were able to come up with this GMO. So they get the genes from Bacillus thuringiensis, which actually that Bacillus thuringiensis nagpo-produce siya na poisonous protein crystals, crystal proteins na kapag kinain ng insect larvae, namamatay sila. Now, ito na controversial, marami na ganyan. Yung kahiligan natin Pilipino, hindi pa nga nasubukan, hindi pa nakita na reklamo na tayo. So, ang problema, kapag daw makaano daw sa tao, very specific ang action according to these scientists na that crystals actually activates its poisonous ability kapag ang condition niya ay basic condition. So, the stomach of larvae is very basic. So, doon nag-activate ang pagiging poisonous niya. Ang tiyan na natin, basic or acidic?
Acidic.
Acidic. Abot nga na 3.5 pH yata. In which, kung itong smooth finger mo, pag ipasok mo sa loob, tutunawin niyo ito. Ganun ka-strong. Kaya minsan pag nag-birth out tayo, mayroong maasin na lumuluwa. That's already an hydrochloric acid. So, hindi siya activate hormones sa tiyan natin. Kaya it's safe to eat corn. However, this protein, hindi yan doon makikita sa corn here sa bunga. Nandoon sa stem. Kaya hindi natin siya makakain. This is actually basic knowledge I'm sharing to you. So, ito rin ang procedure nila. They get a portion of the genes na insert din sa gene some part hanggang sa magkaroon tayo ng gene form. Okay. I am not promoting, but I am explaining this. Okay. So, science is a way of understanding. And, according to John, how do you pronounce it? Dewey or Dewey or whatever. Yan sinabi ko sir kanina.
The point is
Science
he's dead.
teaching has suffered because science has been so frequently presented just so much ready-made knowledge, so much subject matter of facts and law rather than the effective method of inquiry into any subject matter. Kanibigyan natin yan. Kapag sinabi, sir, kasi sinabi yan sa book, kailangan ibigay yan sa estudyante. But the question is, you get those information from the book, naiintindihan ka ng marata. Or tayo teacher, naiintindihan ka talaga lahat. Ang nakasabi doon sa libro, naiintindihan na natin lahat. Hindi rin. The keyword here is understanding. So we have the knowledge, we have the skills, we use these tools in order to understand. Now, the link. According to Pestalozzi, children should not be given ready-made answers, but should arrive at answers themselves. That supports the previous idea. So, Japanese educators, hindi nila tanggap ang constructivism lang. Mas respetado nila si Pestalozzi. Ito, when I was a student, PhD student, palagi kami nag-aaway ng professor ko kasi ako, I'm still holding the idea of constructivism from Philippines. That's sabi niya, no, Pestalozzi tayo. Ano naman ang contribution ni Pestalozzi sa science education? Which later on, na-immerse ako doon. Pestalozzi na rin din ang utak ko. Okay. To do their own powers of seeing, judging, and reasoning should be cultivated. Their self-activity encouraged. Ito yun ang inano ni Silver na from Pestalozzi idea. So, take note of the word cultivated na in-introduce ito kahapon sa topic ng constructivism and enculturation. So, may connection siya. Okay. Then, the aim is to educate the whole child. Take note of the word. I-educate mong kabuuan, the holistic, all about the child. I-educate mo siya. Intellectual education is only part of the wider plan. Kung bigay lang tayo ng bigay ng idea sa kanila from the textbook, ang problema pa sa atin na nakakatakot tayo, sir, wala yan sa textbook. So hindi na natin ibigay. That's one dangerous thing that we are doing here in the Philippines. Also, kahit mayroon ka ng magandang idea or knowledge, ayaw nibigay kasi wala yan sa textbook. Wala yan